Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, I'm wearing clothes. I'm wearing a black pink T-shirt. Lisa's big face is on the front and back of my shirt. She's the main rapper of Blackpink. She's Thai, which means even though she looks like a woman, there's a 75% chance she was born a male. Yeah, it's a big probability that she's a lady boy. She is Thai. I believe the latest statistics are 50% of Thai women have a penis. Anyway, so Starbucks stopped celebrating Pride. They were ordered to take down all of their gay crap. Yeah, Starbucks. The left leaning, pandering, virtue signaling company that they are, took down their Pride stuff because, well, people have spoken. They're sick of it. For those of you that don't know, um, gay people have rights, women have rights. Name some other minorities. Black people have rights. Um, Japanese immigrants have rights. Catholics have rights. I mean, I can go on and on and on. Every single type of person that you want to make a minority in America has rights. So when you have, marches, when you have protests, whatever, and they're holding up a sign that says insert diversity group rights or human rights, it's just a grift. It's a bunch of BS. But anyway, yeah. So they were ordered to take down all of their pride decoration and all of their pride products that they were selling in the stores. I don't really know what Starbucks sells. I don't go to Starbucks. I mean, the last time I went to Starbucks was I don't know. I was dating this married woman, and we go to Starbucks a lot. Yeah, you heard me right. I was dating some married chick, and we went to Starbucks a lot. And I remember them selling like bad music in a kiosk, cups, and I think a couple of books. I mean, I don't know why you're buying that at Starbucks though. I mean, I understand the cups or the coffee cups, whatever, but why are you selling like bad music compilations like in a kiosk? I'm like, I don't know. I swear, and I'm not making this up. I swear one of the CDs was it was like people like actors who were in currently or famous for being in sitcoms, and they happen to be a musician too. So like whatever, it'd be like Joey from Friends did a cover of Bad to the Bone. I mean, that's not exactly what it was, but it was like so celebrities who were musicians doing songs. Anyway, um, yeah, like sales at Starbucks have been lower than usual because there's some people who don't want to go into the store because it's all rainbowed out. Like the rainbow symbol has negative connotations now. Before, the rainbow represented God's promise not to flood the earth again. After the flood, there was a rainbow. The rainbow is God's promise to not destroy the earth, whatever. Yeah, I'm not religious. I'm just telling you what it means. And so, you know, what's more important, money or putting gay shit in your window? See, this is what's happening with businesses. See, like even though Bud Light has lost billions of dollars, they've lost billions of customer dollars. Okay, um, but they still get money from investors. So it's a fine balance. But the thing is, when they get that money from investors, if the company isn't actually making money, the investors are going to pull out. So then they would have to get money from more investors. See, the thing is, companies have to choose the customer or the investors. And so what's going to happen is, I'm just using Bud Light for example. If Bud Light just loses enough money, the investors are going to pull out. And then once the investors pull out, well, now they have nothing because the customers already pulled out, you know? And so, like, you need someone to be coming in, to keep the business pregnant. So, Starbucks, seeing that it's losing money, was like, okay, we don't need to virtue signal here, you know? And then, like, we're not getting, like, we're not basing our business. See, because, like, Starbucks is a coffee brand, and it's like, no matter what our economy is doing, coffee, cigarettes, and alcohol always do good. So coffee, cigarettes, and alcohol it's not supposed to be an investor-driven operation. It's supposed to be a customer-driven operation because coffee, cigarettes, and alcohol are the only three things that actually make more money when the economy's bad. Like during the Great Depression, coffee, cigarettes, and alcohol did fine. When the economy's good, coffee, cigarettes, and alcohol do good. It just doesn't matter. Oh, I'm sorry, in the sex industry too. Those are the four things that it doesn't matter what's going on in the world. Okay, so if you're in that business and you're catering to the investors, you're doing a bad job. Okay, because it's like with Bud Light, all the customers they lost, and the thing is when you lose a customer with something like beer that that's based on habits, you don't get those people back because once you buy whatever, let's just say Modelo, because apparently Modelo is now the number one beer in America, because Bud Light lost those customers that they went to Modelo. Okay, so those people who switch from Bud Light to Modelo are never coming back because now Modelo is like their go-to beer. It doesn't matter. They'll just always buy Modelo now, and unless Modelo does something stupid. Coffee's the same way. Yeah, you're used to going to Starbucks every day and spending like $7 for a venti, but you know what? Coffee is coffee. So you can go to like, I'm not a coffee person, so like Jim's Coffee instead of going to Starbucks coffee. After going to Jim's Coffee 2 days in a row, it's a habit now, and it's literally now just like your regular coffee. You have replaced Starbucks in 2 days because you went to Jim's Coffee. Like the drink has a different name to it, so it's not a non-caf decaf homo light. I'm pissing my parents. So you go to whatever John's Coffee and you order the same thing, but it has a different name. So you order like I want to cut my balls off, light coffee. Ah, wow, it tastes just like the drink I get at Starbucks. Okay, I'll just come here for now on. It's so easy to replace these things. Alcohol can be replaced, coffee can be replaced, cigarettes same thing. Like for some reason Camel Lights pisses you off. Yeah, smoke Marlboro Lights. You're like, oh, it's that's the same. It's the same. Okay, I'll just get these for now on. You know, sex industry. Uh, the escort you go to every 2 weeks dyed her hair blue and got a nose ring and now hates all men. Guess what? There's like this new 19-year-old who started posting ads on Instagram, and you know what? You start doing her. You're like, oh wow, okay, it's pussy's pussy. It works. And now, bam, new customer, and you switch just like that. Like these brands think they're too big to fail, and they get an ego, and they forget that they can be replaced. But see, the thing is, you have to remember, coffee is generic. Anyone can make coffee. I've never seen someone go, I can only have this kind. If someone really wants coffee, they will go anywhere, and it'll taste the same. But anyway, so you know, after what we're halfway through this Pride Month, and it's been the first time in a long time where you've seen there's just less participation. Okay, like last year, um, Amazon stores had Pride decoration all over, and every time I went into the store, I complained to someone. Why is there? Well, I'm not gonna say what I said, but like, why is this crap in the store? I'm just here to shop. I complained every time, and if I complained, I wasn't the only one complaining. This year, there's no Pride decoration in the Amazon Fresh supermarket. You know why? Because people just want to buy food. They don't want bullshit propaganda shoved in their face. They don't have to explain to their children what do these like rainbows mean. Remember, this is for children. You take your kids there because obviously you don't leave your kids in the car because if you do that, it's a whole other thing. You know, like people, like these corporations forget that children live on this world too. And when you go somewhere, like if you're a parent, a good parent, you have your child with you. Like you don't leave your child home in the I don't know, like you don't lock your kid in the laundry room when you leave the house. Like it's not the dog. It's not the family dog. It's a child. You got to bring it with you. You know. So to avoid a awkward conversation with my daughter about you know gay shit, I'm just not gonna go into your store. I'm not gonna go into Starbucks. You know, it's not that hard. Not that hard. But see what happens is like these companies who invest and are telling these other companies to I mean sorry the investors who are telling these companies yeah put some gay shit here. The only reason why you're investing is because you're getting you know money back from the investment. But the thing is, what happens when all of your woke garbage has made the company fail? Well, you're gonna stop investing. So in the end, companies have to stop taking investments from ESG. Have to stop taking investments from the Black Rocks of the world. The woke billion-dollar investment operations, and that's what's going to happen because in the long run, you're going to make more money by avoiding these people. See, what's going to happen is we're going to have to get a few more companies have to be Bud Lighted. A few more companies have to end up like Target and Bud Light. because those two lost big. Now the other companies have lost. I mean, like Starbucks lost money, but nothing like uh, Bud Light and Target. Like right now, Call of Duty's losing money because they decided to pick the um, pick the LGB whatever LMNOP side, and they're getting backlash now. See, it's just people are done. They're sick of it. Remember, 99% of the human population is heterosexual. Did you know that? I don't know. Like, stop acting like 1% of the population runs this shit. 99% of the money your company makes is from a heterosexual person. Unless, unless, unless the company's like a, hair dye company, maybe a makeup, I just certain, like a makeup brand. Okay, probably is mostly women, but it would have a higher percentage of gay people, you know, for sure. If you're a company that sells soy-based products, okay, you probably have a higher percentage of your sales are from gay people. Okay, but just your average run-of-the-mill company, whatever. Um, what's the company like? I'm not really into markets. I don't know. Let's just make up like a shirt brand, T-shirt tees. Okay, it's just a generic shirt brand. Okay, so that particular company, it's just so shirts for men and women. Okay, 99% of their customers are going to be heterosexual because everyone buys T-shirts. So it's spread across all markets. So it's just going to be based on the population. Okay, so the population is 99% straight, 1% gay. Okay, so if you just all of a sudden just only promoted the gay people when we're pushing like the pride flag shit, guess what? You're gonna lose a lot of customers. And then the company's gonna be like, oh, everyone's racist or homophobic. Like, no, it's just like you don't know who you're selling to. You're selling to straight people. Straight people don't give a rat's ass about this gay shit, and it's actually annoying to them. It's like these people are allowed to exist and they have rights because they're just human rights. Like I've never seen a sign in a store that says no gays allowed or this is the straight only, like a straight only fountain or gays have to sit in the back of the bus. Like I've never seen anything that would say that like these people are under attack. I've never been to a job that said no gay people. Like gay people are not allowed to apply. So show me where the human rights are being violated. They're not. They just say they're being violated because it's like, oh, I'm a victim of what? Man, I'm sorry your parents don't like you, and I'm sorry you're mad at your parents. But that's but but that's your fault. The world's going crazy, but it's starting to swing back to our side. It's starting to come back. We're starting to get some resistance, which is good. But you know, we're a long ways away to going back to the way things should be. And man, I gotta be honest, I am sick of the rainbow. I mean, if the rainbow's a color, I hate it. It's been ruined. There's just negative connotations. If I see a rainbow on a business or it's being or I see pride, I do not go into that store. I avoid it. That's how bad it is. So I'm sure if I'm doing it, millions of other people are doing it. Well, and they are because you see what's happening. Anyway, I've said enough. You guys have a good one. Peace.